Hey, how's it going? I'm here with Sunny Side Up Urban Garden and also Agriscaping with the Justin Rohner, the owner and founder of Agriscaping. But we're here at a very special place. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
So this is Recreo. So we're in downtown Chandler. This is a edible garden. It's all connected to the restaurant itself, and so they're able to just harvest stuff and put it right into the dish. Can't get fresher, homemade kind of stuff than right here at Recreo.
So why don't we go inside and check it out? You can show us around and maybe tell us how to get involved and all the different things we can do. So we came inside here, and this is the GM Morgan, and we're gonna check out exactly what they're harvesting from the garden, and I guess what the chefs are using.
Chefs and bar.
Chefs and bar.
Yeah.
So yeah, give us a little rundown of what we have here.
Well, what we have here is a bunch of our herbs and flowers from our garden that we put into our drinks. We actually have a garden mule that is just filled with chives and this is
Marjoram,
and this is like my favorite because he says it tastes like bay leaves
Yep.
and smells like bay leaves, and it's a great stir.
it's a dwarf myrtle. Great stir.
We have these as great stirs, plus they have the fun little flower that comes off the end.
It's a dwarf amaranth.
We have tons of rosemary that we like to put into our drinks, and we also started making our own lavender syrup because he planted this amazing lavender that doesn't taste like soap. It's actually very sweet.
That's good.
So it's phenomenal. We use it in our gin drinks, and then he also planted 2 allspice trees out back that we are going to turn into fresh made allspice syrup, so we can have hot chai teas or adult chai teas, grown up ones if you'd like. And we have mint spirit. We have so much out there. I show the kids all the time. They eat the flowers. They think it's so cool. And these things are elephant food is what we call them.
That's right.
It's in everybody's house, and they're edible. They taste like grapes. They're phenomenal. Like the little kids get a huge kick
I'll
out
try
of
one
this.
right now.
No, they're seriously so good.
Yeah, so if you grow it like food, it actually tastes
Citrusy.
like food. If you don't grow it like food, it's kind of pithy and chalky and not so great.
Yeah.
But grow it well, treat it nice. It'll feed you well.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll have to come try one of these.
Oh
someday
no,
and check
definitely
it out.
do. Our cocktails are phenomenal. We use all the herbs back of the house, lettuce, all the fun stuff. So.
What do you say we go check out the back then?
Sounds good.
Go. So we're looking under a stairwell here. It looks like. What exactly are we looking at?
Well, we're looking at a really cool microclimate that helps us grow a lot of tropical stuff. So you can see under here, this is actually a variegated, this is a ginger. So this is all ginger. So this got a little bit more sunburned. You see it when it's more shaded, they get a lot better color, better leafing. But then this right here is what we were talking about inside. This is allspice. A lot of people don't even know what allspice looks like, but just taking the leaf off, I mean, you can just smell that. Just crinkle that up,
Wow.
just dried leaves.
Smell that. Here,
It's good stuff. Even the camera woman is going to enjoy this one. And we got some Australian finger lime. These things were a big hit. There's a couple of limes on it. It's the caviar of all citrus, growing right here. That's a nice little add to some of the hors d'oeuvres that they have here at Recreo. So a lot of fun stuff. You can see some of the dwarf amaranth growing down at the base. These things are all starting to cycle out as we get into the winter months. It's going to start cooling down here in Arizona.
Yeah.
And then things shift. So this rotates. This garden will rotate into I think a lot of kales will be down inside of here for some of their kale salad.
Does this ginger? Do you have to cycle that out, or does it last year round?
No, it'll keep going. So usually around this time we're going to actually divide them, and then we'll take the tubers and we'll be able to use the ginger, and then we'll start some new ones and just kind of refreshing the whole thing.
That's really fun. I
Yeah,
wonder if they
they're great.
Use that in their
They
drink.
haven't yet, but we haven't harvested it for them. We haven't shown them how to use it yet. So bit by bit, have to get them to grow.
So
This
check out
is-
this swings,
Yeah, this is an outdoor bar. Obviously, you can eat a lot better facing the other direction, but it is fun. I mean, Recreo is all about recess, and that's what we got. This actually covers up a lot of the electrical equipment, so really cool idea to just cover stuff you'll see around. There's just things growing in the walls. I mean, it's a fun space. We got this outdoor pavilion up above. This is actually where they play music. So on the weekends, they'll have musicians will come up here, and they actually play right off that deck. And so it's got a dance floor underneath. You got the music up on top. Really fun place to come with the whole family. I mean, it's a good fun space and fresh stuff. Really fresh.
That's awesome. All right.
So this bed here, we got a variety of things. You see, we got some jalapeno peppers that are actually growing pretty good. They're integrated in. We got a lot of the lettuces starting to grow. Some more of the dwarf type amaranths. More of that elephant's food. Different edible flowers. And then this is that dwarf myrtle, which tastes a lot like a bay leaf. So this one we've been trimming off, starting to shape it so it's a little bit more of a cute little ball.
And so you can just take one of these leaves.
Yeah,
and
just
eat
take
it?
one of these leaves
That's
off.
right.
I mean,
That's right.
they've got a good flavor to it all on their own.
Ooh, that definitely.
They're
has
strong.
Yeah,
It's
they're
strong. I mean, it's like a strong bay kind of flavor.
Yeah.
And so they're fun. Got some hibiscus behind you. We got a lot of cool stuff. Mints are kind of weaved in here. Marjoram. This is a big herb bed.
This is
Russian
basically-
kale growing in. The leeks are starting to come in.
And this is basically the cool thing that you do is you're integrating these edibles right into the landscape and right into a restaurant, so the chefs can use it. Right?
Yeah, shorten the distance between food and fork. You know,
Awesome.
this is pretty darn close. I mean, there's a fork there and there's a food here.
They could just come here and eat. You know, they don't even have to order.
We don't recommend that. Get the
That's it.
dishes. You know, get the dishes. So all through here, even bananas we got growing in the corner with some canna lilies. You can see them over here in the side. We got some Asian type dates, which are more like jujube or Chinese date. A lot of times they'll call them Chinese dates. And even these guys, most people don't realize canna lilies are edible. These are starting to get more into the shade, so they're a little more leggy. But yeah, try a petal.
All right.
Yeah.
Give it a
See, and you
shot.
know it's grown organic because you can just go and pick the thing off and eat it, right?
There it is, right there. Check that out. Beautiful flower. Tastes really
And what's
good.
the flavor?
Or try it.
I think it's a very light, crispy lettuce.
It does. It tastes
Very light,
a lot like that.
but very crispy. Has a
Yeah.
little sweetness to it too, especially at the base,
And it has-
closer to the end.
Definitely has a flavor to it.
Yeah,
Better than some other flowers. So
better
I like
than
it.
some lettuces.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, so looking at all this, it's really awesome. Just the whole idea, and it's beautiful. This is an agriscaping project, and
Yep.
they say that it's just hopping during the weekend. So they said get a reservation. Don't just jump into it. But how could one get involved in something like this, like to do agriscaping and edible landscapes and make this part of their lives?
Well, I think it's just a matter of first step. Usually, if you want to grow stuff at home, is get an assessment. I mean, literally get your property evaluated on what its productive potential is relative to the light, the microclimate map. You know, identifying exactly where things can grow. I mean, you might have a weird space like where the allspice is growing that you didn't even know you had that can cultivate some amazing plants that wouldn't otherwise normally grow here. I mean, you got a good range. It's plus or minus 2 climate zones. If you're in 9B like us, you can go to 11 and you can go all the way down to 7 just by understanding your microclimate. So getting that microclimate map done for your property, getting that productivity assessment, understanding your rainwater, your gray water resources, those are all ways to help start integrating this stuff right into your own property at home. Whether you got a patio garden or you got a mansion, I mean, it can work all of that into the space. I mean, if you're eating food, you probably should be growing food.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah, why not? Especially like just looking at the allspice, that doesn't normally grow. What I understand doesn't really grow in Phoenix, but it has this little microclimate and seems
Yep.
like it's doing pretty well.
We basically have a zone 11 with a canopy, which is in part made by stairs. So
That's awesome. Well, this has been a lot of fun, Justin. I really appreciate it. Thanks for giving us this tour. Well, thanks for coming today. If you want to learn more about it, check the link below, and we'll post it down there. But it's Agriscaping, Sunny Side Up Urban Garden. Thanks for checking us out today, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Hi everybody, really quick before you go, this is Amy with Sunny Side Up, and wasn't that restaurant cool? We stayed and we ate and it was delicious. All of those ingredients on site are used and the result was wonderful. We had a great time when we were there. I highly recommend you go check out Recreo in Chandler, downtown Chandler. So a link to their site will be posted below. And then also, before you go, I wanted to share really quick a product that is really changing our lives, and it's called Purium. Today I'm highlighting the Green Spectrum, which is a green drink that has green vegetables, sea greens, and it's delicious. It's amazing how much nutrition is packed into this tiny little drink. And it actually tastes so good that I drink it just by itself, but mixed with other drinks in their juice bar in a bag, it's absolutely incredible. Like, you don't even notice the green at all compared to some. So this company I love because working with Agriscaping, I've learned a lot about how important soil health is. And less than 1% of our soil in America is regeneratively farmed. And so our food quality is completely reflecting that fact, and our health also reflects that fact. And so with Purium, I have the ability to get super high levels of regeneratively grown nutrition, grown in a way that replenishes the soil instead of depleting it. And the levels of nutrition in their products, my health reflects it. I'm coming out of chronic illness, and so there's a lot more to my story, but this is a company whose food supplements what comes out of our garden, and I am so happy to have it. It's quick and it's easy and it's delicious and so high in nutrition. I can totally tell the difference with what my body is running on. So I wanted to share that with you at the end of this video. Again, this is the green spectrum. I'll have a link in the description below. And if you'd like to check it out, you can always contact me as well to learn more. I have a coupon also for $50 off or 25% off of your order. And I hope that you'll check it out or let me know if you have more questions. Thanks guys, and we'll see you next time.